Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Open this book of yours, your main course book, English main course book. Got it? Chapter 5, page number 42. Chapter 5, Fable. Close your camera, child. Okay? Got it? Page number,
Ma'am, Sunday, what lesson books?
I will send today.
Hebel.
Mute your system.
And Hebel.
We are learning a new poem. I give you 10 minutes time to discuss. That time you can ask me your doubts, you can clear your doubts. But now when I am explaining the poem, kindly do not interrupt. Listen attentively and carefully. Open page number 42, chapter 5. It's a beautiful poem. It's called as, the title is Fable. Children, can you tell me, speak only one at a time, don't speak together. Can you tell me what is a mountain? What is a mountain?
Ma'am, mountain is a tall. Ma'am, I don't have this lesson.
What is a mountain? Who can answer my
Ma'am,
question?
mountain, it will be very tall. It will be like a rock. Mountain, a big rock.
Okay.
And mountain means it is tall.
Yes. It is a landform which is raised, okay, to a height. What is a squirrel? What is a squirrel? Can anyone tell me what is a squirrel? What is a squirrel?
Ram, Srila,
Nobody knows what is a squirrel.
and it is a wild animal.
It is a small animal. A
Ma'am,
squirrel.
ma'am, it is a wild animal that lives underground.
It is a small animal.
It is an animal that lives on the tree. Ma'am, it is a small animal.
What does the squirrel eat?
Ma'am, it is a small animal that lives on the tree. What, ma'am?
What does the squirrel eat?
Ma'am,
What does the squirrel eat? The squirrel eats nuts. The squirrel eats nuts. The squirrel has got sharp claws
Ma'am, it eats.
where
It eats, ma'am, plant.
it can crack nuts on its own and eat. It does not go to others carrying the nuts to them, asking them to crack the nuts and give. The squirrel is very strong. It has got strong, long paws with which it can hold or it can climb trees. It has got a very furry, bushy tail. It is very small in size. It is very small in size, but it can climb any tall trees. What is the difference in size between a mountain and a squirrel? What is the difference in size? Page number 42. What is the difference in size between a mountain and a squirrel? A
Ma'am,
squirrel,
squirrel is very tall. The mountain is big.
does the mountain move from one place to another? Does the mountain
No, ma'am.
move from one place to
Ma'am,
another?
sun is not as thick. Members as the squirrel.
I am asking you children, does the mountain move from one place to another?
No, ma'am.
Can a squirrel
Uh,
move from one place to another?
no, ma'am.
No. Can a squirrel move from one place to another?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes.
The squirrel is a living creature. The squirrel is a living creature and the mountain is a non-living thing. The squirrel is a living thing which eats, which drinks, which moves around, which respirates, takes in and gives out. But the mountain is a non-living thing. Close your camera, Suni. But the mountain is a non-living thing. It does not eat, it does not run about, it does not move, it is fixed in one place. The mountain is fixed in one place. The mountain is fixed in one place. It cannot run about, it cannot move. But whereas the squirrel, though it is small in size, it can run about, it can jump, it can climb, it can eat, it can drink, it sleeps, it breathes because it is a living creature. Whereas the mountain is a non living thing, it is stable in one place. So today we are going to learn or we are going to study a beautiful poem. The title is Fable, and there's a beautiful message in this poem. There's a beautiful message in this poem. Now, what is the message in this poem? We will know only when we read this poem and understand the content. Page number 43. Page number 43. Poem, fable. Let us read this poem about a mountain and a squirrel. Now I gave you the difference between a mountain and a squirrel, the do's and the don'ts between the mountain and the squirrel. One is a living creature and one is a non-living thing. One moves, one doesn't move. One eats, one doesn't eat. One is big, one is small. The mountain is very big, huge, whereas the squirrel is a tiny creature. So now what is the message in this poem for us? Let us read and understand. I know the difference between the mountain and the squirrel. Page number 43. The mountain and the squirrel, the mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. Do you fight with your brother and sister? Yes. You fight with your brother and sister. You fight with your friends. You fight with your parents. That is called as a quarrel. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. That is, the mountain and the squirrel had an argument. Argument. The mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel. And the farmer called the later little prig. So, the former is the mountain and the later is the squirrel. I told you children, the mountain is big in size, huge, and the squirrel is a small creature. And the farmer called the later little prig. Now, what is the meaning of prig? Underline the word prig. Prig means one who behaves in a superior manner. One who behaves in a superior manner. And the former called the later little prig. Bun replied. Bun replied, "You are doubtless very big. You are doubtless very big. But all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together." Children, what does the mountain do for us? Why do we need a mountain? Or what are the uses of mountain? What are the
Ma'am,
uses?
it causes
The mountain
for rain
helps
and
us in many ways.
wind.
The mountain helps us in
And we
many,
saw the mountain.
many ways. It blocks foreign invention, attack from the foreign countries. It provides rain, excess rain because of the forest. It provides clean air and many people living on the mountains. They do different kinds of plantation, that is farming, agriculture, different type. Like the tea and all what we drink, it is grown only on the mountain slopes because the water doesn't remain stagnant there. The water comes and flows down the mountain slope. Though the mountain is a non-living thing, it is very useful for us. Though the mountain is a non-living thing, it is very useful for us. It helps us in many ways. Because of its huge size, there are many animals who are taking shelter. There are many medicinal plants that grow and many more things. So the mountain is helping us in many ways. There are many reasons why we can say that the mountain is very useful for us. So one day, what happened? There was an argument between a mountain and a squirrel. Each one trying to show greatness about each other. Each one trying to show greatness about each other. The mountain says, "I am great." The squirrel says, "I am great." The mountain says, "I do this, this, this." What do you do? The squirrel also says, "I do this, this, this." Can you do this? So this was the argument, that is the quarrel. I repeat this line, children. The mountain and the squirrel, the mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel, and the farmer called the later little prig.
Ma'am.
Bun replied, "You are doubtless very big. Bun here is a squirrel. Bun here is a squirrel." The bun is replying, says, "You are doubtless very big. But all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make up a year. And a spear, and I think it's no disgrace to occupy my place." So the argument goes on, the comparison, the similarities going on, the similarities between the mountain and the squirrel. Each one is trying to prove that I am greater than you. No man is similar. No man is equal to each other. I am different. You are different. She is different. He is different. Why talk about others? Our own brother and sisters. We are different from each other. Our eating habit is different. Our dressing habit is different. Our attitude is different. The way we speak and address people is different. The way we think is different. I do my job, you do your job. I am important. At the same time, you are also important. Can we live without water, children?
No, ma'am.
Can we
No,
live?
ma'am.
Can we live without air?
No, ma'am.
Can we
No,
live?
ma'am.
Can we live without land?
No, ma'am.
So we need water
No, ma'am.
to survive. We need air to survive. We need land to survive. I repeat, we need water to survive. We need air to survive. We need land to survive. If they stop functioning, if they stop giving their uses to us, can we live on this earth? Can we live? If there is no air, can we live? If there is no water, can we live? If there is no land, can we
No,
live?
ma'am.
So,
No, ma'am.
each and everything has got its own importance. No man is great, no man is less. Each one has got a good quality, some uses. We everybody require it. So, the mountain and the squirrel had a quarrel, and the farmer called the later little prig. Prig here is one who behaves in a very superior manner. Bun replied, "You are doubtless very big, but all sorts of things and weather must be taken in together to make up a year." And a spear. Spear here is the earth. We are talking about the earth. And a spear, it is, we are talking about the earth. And I think it's no disgrace. Disgrace is shame or embarrassment. Shame or embarrassment. And I think it's no disgrace to occupy my place. If I am not so large as you, You are not so small as I. Can a mountain become small? Can a big, huge mountain become small?
No, ma'am.
No, it is not possible. Can a small squirrel become big as a mountain? No, the squirrel cannot become as big as a mountain. That is because we are being blessed by nature. We have a certain age limit and certain time. The squirrel has got its own importance and the mountain has got its own importance. You cannot compare both. If I am not so large as you, if I am not so large as you are not so small as I. The mountain cannot become small and the squirrel cannot become big. The mountain is big, it has to remain big. The squirrel is small, it has to remain small. We cannot change it. If I am not so large as you are not so small as I am. And you don't, and not half so spry. And no, and not half so spry. What is the meaning of spry here? Full of energy. First session when you come, you are very fresh, you are full of energy. First session over, second session over, third session over, fourth session. By the time you reach fifth session, you are drained out, your energy goes. You don't feel like attending the class, you don't feel like listening to the teacher because you are exhausted, you're tired. Okay? I'll not deny you make, I'll not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. Talents differ, all is well and wisely put. Talents differ, all is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither can you crack a nut. What does a mountain carry? The mountain carries on its back a load, a big load. Child, mute your system. Mute your system. So, there is comparison between a squirrel and a mountain. I'll not deny you make a very pretty squirrel track. Talents differ, all is well and wisely put. If I cannot carry forest on my back, neither can you crack a nut. You are attending class, child. Mute your system. So, the challenge is the squirrel can crack a nut. The squirrel A mountain cannot crack a nut, but a squirrel can crack a nut. A mountain can carry a big forest on its back, but a squirrel cannot carry a forest on its back because it is small. It has got its own good qualities. It has got its own uses, talent, importance. Same as the mountain also has got its own talent and importance. If you talk, I will remove you again. Mute your system. So, this is the difference, children, between the mountain and the squirrel. This is an example for us. There's a message in this poem for us. Big or small, each one has got a role to play. Each one has got a duty to complete. Big or small, great or not great, doesn't matter. What is my responsibility? What is my duty? I will do. I should not compare myself with others. I should not compare or I should not feel jealous about others what they are doing. I have my own talent. I have my own energy level. I know what I am good at, what I can do. Let me prove myself. If I give a nut to the mountain and ask the mountain to crack the nut, children, do you think the mountain can crack a nut? No, highly impossible. The mountain cannot crack a nut, though it is huge in size. But if I ask the squirrel, don't crack a nut, you carry the forest on your back like the mountain, can the squirrel do it like the mountain? No. We should not try to get into other shoes. We should not try to get into others' shoes. We should try to get into our own shoes. I know my good qualities. I know my plus points. I know my strength. I will prove myself there. I should not try to become like others. I should not envy others. I should not try to copy others. I am good in this. I will prove myself. So, this is the beautiful message given in this poem that we should stop comparing ourselves with others. We should stop comparing ourselves with others. Some are good in drawing, some are good in reading, some are good in writing, some are good in learning, some are good in puzzles, some are good in debate, some are good in recitation, some are good in handwriting, some are good in grasping things faster, someone is good in singing, someone is good in dancing. So each one has got a hidden talent. Search that talent among you, bring out that talent, polish that talent. Don't feel jealous about others. Don't copy others. You prove yourself in what way you can do best. So, this is the beautiful message given in this beautiful poem about the mountain and the squirrel. So, children, this is a beautiful poem giving us a beautiful message what we should do with our talent, what we are. Be happy with what you have. Try to bring out that good quality in you. Don't be upset. Don't fight with others. Don't envy others. Don't be jealous about others. What I can do, he or she cannot do. What he or she can do, that I cannot do. So let me prove my talent. Let me do in what I am good at. I will not copy others. I will do my level best in what I am capable of, my capabilities. So the author, Ralph Waldo Emerson, he was born in, the author, Ralph Waldo Emerson was born in 1803 in Massachusetts. He graduated from Harvard University in 1821. He traveled to Europe in 1832 and met poets like Samuel Taylor Coleridge. He then wrote many poems and essays. Is the author Ralph Waldo Emerson. He has written many beautiful poems which has got beautiful messages for us. If you read his poems, you will understand the meaning of life, the values of life. So, children, these is the message given in this poem. We have to search the ability in us, find out the good quality, the talent that is hidden among us. So, with this beautiful message, I complete this poem about the mountain and the squirrel.